Hey, how's it going, guys? It's your retro future boy, Ricky Summer here, and today I've come back in time to play Stellaris with a 2.2 update and the MegaCorp DLC, which is so far up my alley, it might actually have to buy me dinner. This video brought to you by
Nexus Security, protecting you from the unknown beyond the Nexus.
Okay, so I feel like I owe you guys the Church of Dank, Danktheism in some kind of YouTube series. So here we are, we're doing it. I feel like it's a perfect fit for Stellaris. So the Church of Dank or Danktheism was born out of the Twitch streamerverse back when I was streaming more regularly. Christopher Walken is the Pope, Morgan Freeman is some kind of savior, Jon Snow played a role for some reason, and Mila Kunis is, I think, as far as I can tell, some form of deity, referred to as the Great Kunis. Listen, there's a Google Doc floating around. I'm sure someone will link you to it in the comments below, probably Darth Bubbles or something. Anyway, so let's talk about Danktheism here, the great Church of Dank made possible by the MegaCorp DLC. So we are human, the dankest of races. We are the true chosen, specifically. Here we go. So I've made these choices, the trait choices, from a roleplay perspective, not so much looking at the stats and saying, yes, I want this and it's going to be a powerful empire. So we are extremely adaptive because the whole point of Danktheism is to send out dank missionaries. Hey, listen, we need a new name for that. Let me know in the comments. What can we call dank missionaries? Not danktionaries. That's that's not a place I want to go. Anyway, so we need to send out our missionaries, and they have to be highly adaptive. They have to be able to go to any biome and thrive, so they can set up their little chapters, their little chapels and churches and temples and whatnot, and convert the population. It actually gives me a little bit of an Altered Carbon vibe. The envoys, how they needle cast into other worlds and cause trouble. I'm into that. Okay, we're slow bleeders? Wow, I hope we're slow bleeders, but listen, based on the fact that we're also weak, that's probably not the case. We're slow breeders because I like the concept of being a small population affecting a much larger external population. We're weak, we're not really going to have a military. This is very strange for me. I usually play not necessarily the conquering race, but I like to have a military, a strong one. And I usually play fucked up aliens with lots of tentacles, right? So the fact that we're human and without a military, without a fleet, oh man, this could go either way. And we're solitary because the missionaries go out on their own. As a fun side fact, I did actually have a friend in high school who became a missionary. That's really all I have to say about that. Okay, and lastly, we're charismatic because, you've got to be charismatic to convert people. Listen, I feel like Danktheism sells itself, but now this has nothing to do with what I would expect. It has to do with amenities from jobs. So this is a 2.2 thing, I believe. The 2.2 update really shakes things up, and I'm still learning. I've got 85 hours in the game up to, I think, 2.2. So, hey, listen, let's hold hands. We'll get a little bit weird, get cozy, and together we'll learn what's going on. Okay, so here we go. Our home world, the cradle of Danktheism. It's gotta be a dank planet, so we're going tropical. This is Moist Prime in the Freeman system, and I'm very excited to develop it into a bustling little theocratic metropolis. Okay, so here we go. We are a MegaChurch. We're using the corporate authority here. We're a fanatic spiritualist egalitarian because Danktheism does not discriminate. It doesn't matter what race you are, every walk of life. Danktheism will invite you, will welcome you into the warm, moist embrace of the loving Walken and Kunis. And why is this happening? Okay, so with the gospel of the masses, right? The mega corporation embraces a curious blend of commercial and spiritualistic values in which the positions of ordained minister and corporate officer have merged into a single role. We also wear burgundy tracksuits. Okay, so franchising. I'll be honest, I don't really know what this does from a gameplay perspective, but from a roleplay perspective, I like the concept of setting up our what they call corporate offices, I think? Branch offices. But in this case, I guess they'd be temples or something. I'm not sure if they're still called branch offices. They probably are. But yeah, we can just, our branch offices are temples, and that's you know, that's our base for converting the population. But yeah, I want to throw that in there. So hang on, let's try and figure this out. The effects of subsidiary subject power on relations is reduced by 33%. The impact of branch officers on our empire size is decreased by 20. Right. So I'm reading that as, the second point at least, I'm reading that as we can have more branch officers than we otherwise would have been able to. So it doesn't affect our empire size as much. See, that's good. I like that. That's exactly what I want. Okay, last but certainly not least, once we go past the flag and all that. Okay, so we're starting off with a female ruler, the Kunis. And the and the official ruler title is Hallowed Kunis. And with that, let us start a game. So I'm just going to go default here, small 400 stars. This is usually how I like to play. I like, you know, quicker, snappier games. Snappier games, he says, as he begins Stellaris campaign. Alright, I'll see you in game. Alright guys, welcome to Moist Prime in the Freeman system. Let's get a good look at it. Let's skosh in here. Oh, it's beautiful. It's really quite stunning. That is the birthplace of Danktheism. Okay, so I've also seeded the galaxy with a bunch of factions and corporations from the Ricky Summer 2085 continuity, and I'll talk about them as we find them in the galaxy. Okay, so what are we going to start with vis-a-vis research? I feel like global energy management seems like a strong contender. I feel like we're not going to go for military research at all unless it actually becomes necessary and we have to build a fleet. Physics research from research. Yeah, all right, let's do that. Let's like really focus on our research here. So what else have we got? Additional edicts. Yeah, let's just go for the research for now. Powered exoskeletons straight off the bat. Oh, listen, it's this isn't even Sophie's choice. We got like coil guns, corvettes, you know, we're not doing fleets here, so I guess we'll go exoskeletons. Can you imagine dank missionaries going out in like power armor? Dude, listen to me. Okay, so I'm not going to go into great detail into, you know, what you're seeing here, because quite honestly, Quill 18 I feel like is the guy to watch for that. He's already done a video, like a primer of like what's changed in 2.2, and I highly recommend that. But we've got districts now. 4 districts. We've got city, we've got generator district, we've got mining district, and we've got an agriculture district, and like individual like special little buildings, some of which you can build multiple of, some of which you cannot. We do still have blockers that are hidden away in this screen here, and you may notice that we don't have the grid system anymore and individual pops, so I think our actual pop number is much larger than it otherwise would have been, but it's kind of obscured. You don't have that physical representation of it. So right now we haven't got any unemployed, which is great. What do we got here? We've got 28 jobs and 28 pops, so we will need a new job eventually. Now districts by default provide us with housing, available housing 4, so we've got a little bit of a buffer there. They provide us with +5 housing and +1 clerk job, so I imagine like, you know, supermarket employees and whatnot. Check out chicks, and check out dudes, make no mistake. Otherwise, you know, we can, you know, food and mining and energy and all that. Now we can specialize, which is pretty fantastic, so we can have like a mining world, a farm world, or a city world. Now what is it? A Cuminopolis, I think it is. That's the new thing, the new world type, which is a city world like Coruscant from Star Wars. Oh man, I love that thing. Okay, so as far as I understand, if we build only city districts on this planet and actually demolish the other districts that we have here, if we build only city districts, we then get the option to turn into a Cuminopolis, which is fantastic, and I think I want to do that. It's going to be beautiful. But for the moment, we're going to leave it because we don't need to build anything. I'm going to go to the shipyard over here, and I'm going to build a science ship. Now, like I said, I've got 85 hours in the game, but I still feel like a 12th level scrub. Let's unpause here. Hey Rick, buddy, why do you feel like a 12th level scrub? Well, listen, hey, look. You know, listen, this is the thing with Stellaris. Like, I'm playing, I'm going along fine, and then there's a lull, and I'm like, am I meant to be doing something here? I don't know. Like, do I just wait for things to pan out? What's going on? I don't fully know. Furthermore, Like, I'm not sure what the optimal exploration strategy is to start off with, you know? Like, I've tried such things as, like, maybe you want to just explore this system and then survey this system as a choke point and grab it, you know? Maybe that's a cool idea. But then what ends up happening is, like, this system might have a habitable world that I missed until a little ways into the game, so...
Complete.
You know, in some ways it can really stunt your growth. Let's speed up here so we can get enough energy to buy, to hire a new scientist. So I feel like, hang on, we'll go the scientist view in a second. But let's get a new scientist here. Recruit, what do we got? Research speed. Oh man, it's all like, it's not really doing anything for me. Can we like swap out someone who, hang on. Leader lifespan, research speed, experience, anomaly research speed. But that's, you know, she's already connected to a science ship. All right, well, listen, let's just grab maybe the youngest one. Military research? No, they're going to be pointless. Let's grab this guy over here. All right, fantastic. Beautiful. So I might name these ships after you guys. Let's go. Let's name the first one the DNK. Darth Bubbles, and I know like it's spelled incorrectly, but I'm gonna show you the respect to spell it properly, because listen, the story with Darth Bubbles is he ran out of characters, so he's actually Darth Bubble. Okay, who else have we got? And let's name this second one the McClugs. Why Mc? I don't know, I feel like it. And the pragmatic construction ship will be the Stebbles. Alright? So let's grab the Stebbles, just like my Friday night, and let's start building some mining stuff. So we'll speed up here.
System survey complete.
I love it, just a little bit of research. Nothing too fancy. Hold on. I'm going to make sure that we're actually surveying systems here. There we go. Okay. Fantastic. Beautiful. All right, so what's going to be our priority resource wise? Maybe food. So we've got a couple of other resources here. Consumer goods. We've got alloys, which are very important for building, I think, star bases and definitely ships, though ships aren't going to be too important. Influence, you know and love influence, you know how it goes. Okay, the DNK McClugs has made a startling find. On Journast 2, the planet is teeming with alien life. For the first time in history, we have encountered life forms that did not originate on Moist Prime. How is that possible? This amazing discovery has silenced those who believed we were alone in the universe, although none of the alien creatures found on Journast 2 are sapient. It is likely only a matter of time before we encounter beings that are. I am ready. Hopefully we can put them in a petri dish and use our inherent moisture to... Are we already under attack? Is this for real? Has encountered a hostile hijacked fleet? Yo, though. The Red Prophets. Centuries ago, a group of radical priests and their devoted followers on Moist Prime broke away from the established religions to form their own church. No! These extremists call themselves the Red Prophets? I don't approve of this, and have been responsible for many atrocities and acts of terror over the years. Although they have kept a low profile, in modern times we recently learned that many of their agents have infiltrated our military. These renegades have secretly been diverting resources to the construction of a small fleet of starships at a hidden facility on Moist Prime. When the treachery was revealed, the cultists blasted into orbit on their ships and fled to Carber's Landing.
Situation log updated.
What is happening right now? Contact report, simple forms of life. Hang on. Yo, though. Are we going to win this fight? We might. The Church of Dank is abuzz with news of the alien organisms discovered by the DNK McClugs some time ago. True chosen theologists have been partaking in arcane rites since the first sign. The divine... What would a dank arcane rite look like? I want to know. The divine providence extends outside of Moist Prime, attempting to find new answers. Yeah, how you doing? Okay. This is playing out beautifully. Alright, we'll let those go. So, from not planning to have a military at all, now we suddenly require one. Construction ship. So is that It's locked in combat, apparently. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're going to win that fight. Yep, we've won. Our valiant space forces have skillfully disabled the ship in the cultist armada. It is mostly intact, and we are picking up faint life signs from inside its hull. Once we have eliminated all threats in the immediate vicinity, we should conduct a boarding operation to secure any survivors. They may be able to tell us about the ultimate motives of the Red Prophets.
Situation log updated.
Yo, what if the Red Prophets want to dry up the world? That's dastardly! We have discovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization on Badukan 2. They must have been active in this region of space approximately 12 million years ago, judging by the age of the artifacts. From what they have been able to piece together, our scientists theorize that these aliens, who call themselves the Voltorm Star Assembly, were worm-like... what? Annelids? Okay. Roughly 3 to 4 meters in length, that communicated with each other primarily through vibrations carried along their segmented bodies. Sounds pretty dank to me. Okay, so our fleet is not in a great way. Can we rename the Armada to the first Kunis Armada? Listen, okay, we'll leave it be for the moment. So, are we constructing things? Listen, buddy. Enough with the pop-ups, my dog. Okay, intelligent life taunts with pointed absence reads a popular Newsnet post on Moist Prime. The people of the Church of Dank are apparently finding some humor in the fact that lower forms of alien life are now a matter of public record, but potential equals from other stars continue to elude us. Science officer Lamon's report on the traces found on Badukan 2 seemingly only add an ironic twist to this situation. Well, I mean, we always knew we were the greatest in the universe. Okay, how are we going with our expeditions here? I'm not going to build another science ship just yet, but, you know, slowly we'll get there. Okay, we are not short on any resources, and I kind of want to hang out just for a second. We've got enough housing, it's fine. It's mostly fine. What else can we build, though?
System survey complete.
You know what? We can build a temple. What's it going to do for us? Spiritual ethics attraction. Priests turn consumer goods into unity. That's interesting. That's a really interesting concept. We're going to need one of those anyway. I'm pretty sure. So let's build it. Speaking of unity, do we have the ability to start off any traditions? Not yet. How much unity do we need? Okay, we only need 17 more. That's not too bad. Pretty good. Okay. So our construction ship is done, I think. And what's going on here? Yo. The cult. Yo, that's the Red Prophets. More like the Red Scumbags. Am I right? Red Prophet. Yeah, those bastards. No. That's so rude. So we fighting them or what? What's going on? Can we get over there? What's happening here? Kill that guy. We can't. They're just stuck? I'm so confused. Okay. Construction ship, my boy. Let's get those science boys going. And we have a potentially habitable planet. Let us go. Okay. So, we have a couple of options here. I feel like I might want to go expansion to start off with, and then possibly diplomacy. Why diplomacy, my dog? Because we have to be friendly with the other factions, with the other empires, in order to build our temples on their worlds, and you know, really get real moist with them. Okay, so let's go with expansion first, because this is going to allow us to build essentially more star bases more often, which is going to be great. This is confusing me. What is happening? Why is this become a thing? Should I be making more corvettes, maybe? Just two more. Okay, so as you can see, they cost alloys now instead of straight minerals. Now I think like stations, mining bases and research stations still cost minerals, but the actual ships require alloys, and that's fine. So let's have a look at this new habitable world. It's continental, which is pretty good. Wet climate. Maybe we'll make this our farm world. Now, we don't have to specialize, but I think we do get a bonus for doing so. So if we go to Moist Prime here, it says Empire Capital. So this is where you see your bonuses. If we turn this into, I think this will always be Empire Capital, but hypothetically, if it wasn't, it would be, you know, it would show like Agriculture World or something, and I think we get a bonus to that, which is kind of cool. Okay, let's fill that up there. Do we have, like, can we go to Situation Log? The Red Profits track on map. Yeah, they're right there. I can see them.
Complete.
Let's bolster up this fleet. Research project. Ah,
Complete.
that's why. So hang on, let's speed up here. See what they're. Those damn Red Profits. Right. Because this is. I remember. Yeah, we have to board it, don't we? That's what it was. So we need a spare science ship for seance. So let's build another one while we can. And is it right to colonize already? I mean, hang on. Inside, yeah, of course. Hello, yeah, Goose. I need to start building star bases. Yo, another habitable planet. Let us go. Okay. Though the survivors offered stiff resistance, our boarding party was able to secure several prisoners from the disabled cultist starship. From them, we have learned that this conspiracy goes far deeper than we initially suspected. The agents of the Red Prophets include several flag officers, and high-ranking officials within our government. Mass arrests are being made on Moist Prime, and all assets belonging to this cult have been seized. However, several of the starships they built in secret remain unaccounted for, and the upper echelons of the cult's leadership have vanished. We have picked up faint ion trails leading to several outlying systems. Dude, this is far more dramatic than I was anticipating. Okay, so let's move there afterwards. I'm not sure we have enough to... Hang on. Oh, we actually need more alloys. Right, we're low on alloys. So, yeah, look, it could be worth... Well, we can't build anything now, but... It could be worth eventually building some more alloy foundries. So let's speed up here.
Construction complete.
We've now gotten rid of those damn red bastards. But then listen, there'll be more for seance, please. So you know what?
System survey complete.
Let's leave that for now. There are signs of activity by an ancient precursor civilization on this inhospitable rock. Nah, too hard. We need to explore the galaxy, my dog. That's our main thing here. Let's just go for the youngest, so they'll live longer. Tyran, the scientist. Okay. So let's venture out a little bit further. Let's really get this universe explored. So I kind of like where we are. It gives us a chance to kind of skosh into the center of the universe a little bit. So I think that's going to be my strat here. Let's come around here and hopefully this connects like to some kind of ring situation over there. Alrighty. So construction ship. Almost. Leader has gained a level on Moist Prime. That's what I like to see. And which one's this one? Ocean World. Okay. So 80%. Yeah, and this is 80% too. That's fine. That's fine. Size 12. Size 19. It's a big world. It's a big world. Fantastic. Let's keep going here. So we got a science ship not doing anything. So let's continue on through this choke point. This is actually I'm liking this start. You know, aside from the fact that we've got moist planets coming out the wazoo, it's fantastic. Okay, natural wormhole. We have detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Tiamat system. A rift in the very fabric of space-time has formed here, creating a wormhole that our scientists speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Now that's going to be huge. It's going to afford us the opportunity to furnish the other side of the galaxy with Danktheism. Yes. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. Listen. Don't even trim. Okay. This is actually kind of a nice place for it too.
Anomaly found.
This choke point, we're going to leave that one alone. The difficult ones, we'll leave them alone. Yo, another tropical world? This really is the cradle of Dank. Despite recent skill improvements owing to accumulated experience, scientist Bemelon, these names, man, seems to be approaching the limits of his ability. Interesting. Okay, so, Starbase influence cost. Yes. Yes, please. Okay. Build it, and they will come. That's what I believe. How we going? Yep. It's looking good to me. I'm feeling very ready. So yeah, I mean, look, I want to try and get away with not building up the military. You know? If we can, you know? Okay. Is it right to colonize? That's the age-old question. Is it right to? I think we can. We do we hang on. Okay, that's got to remove a bunch of I'm not sure we have enough resources to do it just yet. I mean, we could probably do it, but we might be gimping ourselves. So let's just secure our borders for the moment, and then we'll get to it. Okay. Here we go. Let's build that other outpost.
Survey complete.
And he's sorted, and we'll move on to that system next. Oh man, I'm ready. I'm ready. Spread the purple love. And then we'll fix that one up next. Okay, so let's go to the starbase here. And what do we got? We can't build any buildings. We have trade routes now, so you may notice, here we go, here's one, trade value. So it's like, that means this system has something that we can sell, right? It's specifically this planet. Decida B2, the gas giant. Ooh, maybe. Hold on. So if we build a starbase in this system, it will, I think, automatically set up a trade route, or route, if you will, to the Freeman system, to our home system, and it will produce a couple of things based on our policies. So if we go, here we go, trade policy. So by default, it produces wealth, which is energy credits. We can also tell it to produce consumer goods, or unity as well, which is pretty cool. Wouldn't mind a Scotia unity, if you know what I mean. Alright, let's speed things up here. And you know what? Let's cut to us being a little more expanded. Alright, so we have secured all 3 planets, and this is fantastic. So we essentially have 1 planet for each specialization. We'll leave that for the moment. So we can do like City World on Moist Prime, we can do Energy World, a Mining World, and a Farming World, which is fantastic. So we've got like our full production set up just in the immediate cluster here, with a couple of checkpoints that we can set up for like maximum defense if we want to. This is beautiful. We can also grab another tradition, I think. Is that right? We'll have a look at that. Okay, so, hydroponics, off-world trading company, yo! Yo. Okay, the officers of a non-government organ dedicated to improving the conditions of interstellar trade. Okay, so this means produces 2 trade value for each trade hub. This means that our trade is going to be out the wazoo. It's fantastic. Okay, we now know without a doubt that a thriving biosphere is not something unique to Moist Prime. Both the scientific community and the public at large are eager to learn more about the various forms of alien life found throughout the galaxy. Efforts to catalog the life forms we encounter are already underway, but our xenobiologists have urged us to focus our planetary survey efforts on habitable life-bearing worlds. Let's have a look. So we have more important matters to focus on, gives us a bit of unity. Listen, I feel like we want to spread the word of, like, it's important to develop, maybe like over the millennia we can develop these microbes into dank prophets, devout followers of danktheism. But I think it's the smarter play to say, hey yo, let's focus on the ones that can actually fully support the moisture of dank theism right now. We'll grab some influence from it and be able to build more star bases. Okay, so what's next? Administrative cap. New colonies start with 1 additional pop. That's pretty cool. And starbase upkeep reduced by 20%. That also seems huge. So, let's go for upkeep to start off with. It's feeling good. I've also built some mine generators, whatever, in these systems as well. We should really take the Hiamit system. Yo, another potential. It's tropical. Dude, this place is the cradle of dank for sure. Okay, let's take over that system. I'm ready, and we'll take that system too, I think. Actually, hang on. We should prioritize building mines there. I would like to up our production there. So what I found with 2.2 and MegaCorp is that early on you seem to get more resources, but like mid to late game, that's when you could get into trouble if you haven't really set up your economy right. So it's interesting. I feel like maybe the game starts a little quicker than otherwise would have. Okay, carrier operations. Oh man, this is Sophie's choice because none of these are really tickling me. Powerful thrusters provide additional combat speed but consume a greater deal of it. Yeah, look, if we're not doing combat, you know. So let's go Strikecraft because that is something we'll be able to put on our star bases. So I think star-based technology is something we definitely want to delve into. Make no mistake, let no mistake be made. Okay. How are we going with our alloys? Like, not amazingly. Do we have an alloy forge? Alloy foundries, yeah. Turn minerals into alloys, but like at what rate do we know? I'm pretty sure we can build another one too. So let's do that. It's only 400 metal, and minerals rather, and we have that in spades. So we still need 10 more influence. This is fantastic. This is going to be fully protected there. Just for like grabbing, it looks like a whole bunch of energy, which is wonderful. Can we are 1 away. That's all right. More traditions. Let's go colonization fever, and we're not going to worry about this just yet. Well, listen, how I like to play this, and it feels like the smart move, is any research project or anomaly that's like red, that's difficult, we leave it until our scientists are leveled up, and then we come back. Okay, so everything in our border is built. Let's move over here. Which one is more pressing? I feel like let's go for the minerals, I think. Yeah, let's grab that one. And yeah, we're really pounding that influence.
System survey complete.
Like severely. Okay. Let's close military. We don't need it just yet. We don't really need any other ships. That's fine. I wouldn't mind putting a starbase there so we can get a trade route going. But you know, we'll get there. Make no mistake. Okay. Is it time to colonize? Which is the biggest world? 19, 17.
System survey complete.
Okay. Maybe we'll grab the ocean world, or let's go like the continental world for farming. That seems thematically appropriate, right? So let's do that. Can we? Oh man, I actually do need alloys, and I need consumer goods, but I have them and I have food. Okay, so I really just need to wait for those alloys to build up. Okay. Routine. An unknown phenomenon has been discovered near Mestros. It is causing light to be frequently refracted and occasionally even entirely blocked out. Interesting. Yeah, right, let's do it. We've got some other ones here. Let's research that as well. And that's too hard. Forget about that. Okay, what else have we got here? Got that research station output, fusion, reactor, research complexes. Yeah, I feel like that's the smart play here. We need to understand the universe if we are going to conquer them. Let no mistake be made. So, hang on. Let me have a look here. So it just requires influence. We don't need alloys. So we're pretty close to being able to build our first colony over here.
Complete.
We're getting there. We're very, very close, and we have made it. Okay, so what was it? The continental world. Let us do it, and we are going to call it, oh god, who are we going to name it after? Let's call it Hicking. Hang on, is it 2Ks? I think it is. Oh god, what have I done? Let me just go to my, why do I always forget this, buddy? Let me go to my, where'd you comment last, pal? Let me have a look at my comments. Yeah, it is 2Ks. What am I doing? Okay. We're going to call it just simply Hicking, where we will grow our food. You have become the cradle of our lunch table. Okay. Oh, no, we do need alloys to, but yeah, okay. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Oh, man. Okay, let's skip ahead to that being colonized, I think. Oh, but first, we have discovered a thriving ecosystem in the upper atmosphere of the gas giant Krakom 4. Massive floating creatures, having evolved bodies filled with lighter than air gases, follow the wind currents and feed off the energy released by the gas giant's frequent lightning storms. These beings in turn support colonies of smaller animals that prey on atmospheric plankton and each other. Fascinating. Okay, let's skip ahead to colony. Oh my god, are you serious right now? Breathing rift. The anomaly found close by Mestros, however unlikely, appears to be some kind of rift in space. It's possible the great mass of Mestros somehow caused it, but its nature is beyond our understanding. The rift not only refracts and blocks light, but seems to actually draw it in and then push it out repeatedly, as if it were breathing photons. Oh, baby. It is likely the immense gravitational pull of the rift has at some point inhaled in other things. What? As well. We should exercise caution. Nah, just send everyone in. Okay, dispatch an observation probe to monitor rift, yes. It can be studied from a safe distance, add +4 physics science, or the DNK McClugs is at risk, leave now. Okay, and the scientist gets experience. Oh, man. Issue special project, breathe in, breathe out. Let's send in a probe. Because this could be the great maw of moisture that we've been looking for. Let's research that. I really probably should be reading these, but, you know, there's just so many of them coming at me. Okay, don't do anything. Let's skip ahead.
We are spreading our faith to a new world.
Spread that faith, baby! Our colony ship has gently, perhaps gingerly even, touched down at the mouth of a large river delta on one of the several continents that can be found on Hicking. Yes, you be continental for me, baby. This temperate, what am I doing here? This is very small text. This temperate forested region will serve as an ideal first landing site. The ship has been permanently converted into the administrative headquarters of the new settlement. You understand how this goes. Let's just spread the word of Dank. Okay. Journast? No. 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 Hicking. Okay. The system and the planet.
Complete.
Hang on. We'll call this... Here we go. Prime. Thank you.
Anomaly found.
Hi, hello. Okay, what do you want? A small rectangular object on the surface of this planet is deflecting all scanning beams like a mirror. Our sensors, hello, are unable to determine material composition. You're right, research it, my dude. Comet sighted. A light has been seen moving in the night sky of Moist Prime. Its gentle arc standing in stark contrast to the slow revolution of the stars. The citizens of Moist Prime see it as proof of recognition by the powers that be and a subtle blessing of our cause. I mean...
Construction complete.
Naturally, though. Okay. A Class 12 asteroid orbits this planet. The small planetoid's orbit appears far too stable for its presence to be a natural occurrence. Is that the temple one? Dude, if that ends up being a dank temple, let's research it. Okay. More traditions. What's next? Pop growth speed increased by 10%? Is that necessary? Courier network. Administrative cap increased by 20%. Network of smaller courier vessels is a reliable alternative for transporting VIPs or delivering messages that can't be trusted to FTL communications. This will tie our far-flung colonies more closely together. Administrative cap. Empire population, empire systems, empire size. Administrative cap. I'll be honest, not 100% sure. Let's go for pop growth then, I guess. Though it kind of flies in the face of our original concept. Okay. Is there anything else to build in our immediately in our influence here? I'm starting to sound like Jar Jar fucking Binks. I grant immediately emergency powers. Misa, yes. I see Misa the Emperor now. Okie day. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Oh, I forgot about that. There's yet another planet. This is fantastic. Okay, so let's really like let's grab some stuff here if at all possible. We can't really because we haven't got any more influence. So I guess I'll just leave the construction ship there. Okay, alien Mural. While conducting surface scans of Tethel 3 Science Officer Tiran and the crew of the DNK Isa, the Judgmental, wonderful, discovered what appears to be an artificially carved slab of rock covered in alien writing. They have not detected any other signs of alien activity on the planet, and exactly how this mural came to be here is a mystery. We have prepared a special project to translate the text. Translate me. Okay. Good, we're getting along there. Almost done there, and we're getting a little closer to the center of the galaxy here. This is feeling right. This is feeling magical and special. What else do we want to do? Hang on. Towed asteroid. For some reason, someone has towed an asteroid into a stable orbit around Olam 4. The massive engine sections and braking thrusters can still be found on the surface, although they have long since been rendered inoperable. Whoever did this also mined the asteroid for minerals, but these operations were seemingly abandoned shortly after they begun. Okay. 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 We're still developing this colony. That's fine. You know what? Let's skip ahead to that colony being done. Alright, we have extended ourselves like a healthy purple moss across the galaxy. A few things have happened. We've gained a couple of factions. What is this? We have detected life signs coming from somewhere beneath the barren and lifeless surface of this moon? Yeah, right, whatever. Let's do it. Okay, let me just pause for a second. So I have built a starbase here in Decida, right? Because they have some trade goods. So if we go down here to the trade map, we can now see there is a trade route between Decida and Moist Prime, and 96% of the goods are reaching their destination. So what is this? 3.6% of our 2.0 trade value goods are being taken. That's like a healthy amount of such a small amount, you know. So we do have a little bit of piracy. How do we deal with piracy? Well, I haven't quite done this before, but I think what we can do is, okay, we can go patrol to there. Is that right? So then if we, yeah, so it looks like they're patrolling. And there we go. So I think what this is going to do, see, we have a couple degrees of piracy as far as I understand it. So we have, like, right here, we have a low level of piracy. So they haven't actually manifested as ships or stations or anything. They're just kind of abstracted. They're there. So if we patrol between those 2 points, it's going to lower the piracy just from, like, you know, a display of force. But if we leave it be, I think it will actually develop into physical pirates that we have to fight. So what else? I've extended over here, and we're in the process of building some more stuff. It looks like there's trade value. Now, we can upgrade this starbase with a trade hub here, right? So, collection range. This is going to extend the range of this base, so we can grab that trade value as well. So, I will actually do that. Our alloys are feeling much healthier now. What's this one doing? We've also built this outpost here, and this system actually has like alloys mineable, which is pretty interesting. not entirely common, but I'll grab that. That's going to be great. It'll ease the burden of our production a skosh. We've got Hikeen Prime is ready and raring to go.
Construction complete.
Let's build out. Let's make it fully agricultural. We've also got more traditions. So we've got the last one, the Courier Network. Let's grab it. And we can now grab an Ascension perk. So Interstellar Domination is tempting. Starbase Influence cost lowered an additional 20%. And Claim Influence cost. So I think that has to do with wars. What else would we want? Universal Transaction, Mastery of Nature, Consecrated Worlds. Unlocks decision, Consecrate World. Galaxy is home to many holy places, some more obvious than others. As immortals, we still struggle to divine the true nature of the universe. So this allows us to designate a world as like holy, is that right? Uninhabited planets up to 3, increases spiritual ethics, attraction, and empire-wide amenities, as well as unity generation, scaling to the spiritual significance of the worlds consecrated. That's really interesting. That's, you know, I'm going to take that just because I've never used it before and it arouses me. So the way I imagine that's going to play out is, look at this. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then actually 6, 7, right? So, I mean, that's an alpine world and a tropical world there. Like, we've actually found another tropical world over here. Hang on, what's the alpine? 40%. So we might not, you know, want to colonize the alpine world, but maybe we could consecrate it. But basically, my point is, we probably have too many worlds to colonize right now, you know? So maybe we would consecrate some instead. Okay. Some kind of burrowing silicon-based life form inhabits a vast network of tunnels beneath the barren surface of Unak 2A. As best as we can tell, the creature feeds off rock. Okay, yes, I'm familiar with this. Intriguing. Let's have a look at our factions as well. Let's close all that. So what do we got? We've got the Committee of Sacred Traditions, okay? And the Popular Vote Initiative. So what are these guys all about? So, hang on. Anti-stratification. So, anti-autocratic. Apparently we're fulfilling that. Free movement. Reproductive freedoms. Letting all denizens of our empire live on a stratified economy will greatly displease. Stratified? What? I don't know what that means. What else we got? Empty shells are allowing for the replacement of organic life with robotic workers will displease the committee. Okay. We haven't done that yet. Yeah, okay. Right, so that's pretty much all they don't like. Adopting the Mind Over Matter Ascension perk will please the Committee of Sacred Traditions. Okay. Interesting if true, but for the most... Oh, hang on. Approval? Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, they're mostly for us right now, so they're not going to cause trouble. Okay, so we've also got overcrowding on Moist Prime, so we need to start... Get out of here. We need to start building some districts, which is going to furnish us with 5 population. That's fine. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh god, cultists and marauders encountered. We have sighted ships flying the flag of the Red Prophets in the Elamir system. Elamir system. Yeah, okay. They have charged their weapons and are moving to intercept us. Yo, though. Pause. Where are they and how strong are they? Okay. They're not super strong, so I think we can take them. Where are they? They're all the way over there. That's not even a problem. We will indeed take them out. But I think for the time being, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. Taste the game, be excellent to each other, and I'll see you next time. Ricky Summer, out.